Okay, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be sketching this photo reference. Actually, this is from my own photo album. I've taken this photo myself. In retrospect, I wish I didn't choose this because I don't know. I don't have a clue how to paint brick walls. But I did choose this because it seemed simple enough to me, and I also have a fascination with fortresses and fortress walls, as well as I need to practice my vanishing points and depth, showing depth and showing how things are further away and closer away to to the viewer in this sketch. So I start off with just a regular HB pencil. Usually I go in, I start with pen, but today I wanted to kind of do it a bit, a bit neater. So I started with pencil, and here I'm drawing in a bit of the details of the stairs, and do you see? I hope you can appreciate how things go smaller towards the center there. I hope your eyes just go towards that center archway, and then you start looking out into the rest of the painting. So I think I like how I took this photo initially. So that was a good photo taken by yours truly, but then I wanted to recreate that. I used a smaller pen for the further away, for the background, I guess you can say. So I used like a 0.03, I think it was, and then for the foreground I used a 0.1 or a 0.2. And yeah, you can see that the pen lines got a bit thicker as we got to the foreground. Again, I'm not good with sketching brick walls, but I've tried. And over here, as you can see, I tried to get the bricks to look a bit bigger as they get closer to us, and then smaller as they get closer to the further away from us, and then also to try to get that roundness, because both walls are rounded. So just wanted to make sure that translated well. One of them is convex, the other one's concave, so I wanted to make sure to get that curvature. So I think I did a pretty good job at that. And you tell me in the comments below how you like this sketch. The sketch alone is actually quite nice, but then you'll see I'll just butcher it with the watercolors. And yeah, I think we're ready for painting. Yes, we are. So we start with a wash of blue for the sky, and here I am. I'm just using a brush that's way too big. Again, I have ADHD, right? So I want to make sure I just finish in the fastest way possible and also get that dopamine hit from completing a watercolor painting, right? So I want to finish fast and see results, and so I think that's maybe the main reason why I choose this big brush. I like how it paints. Maybe I should invest and get myself a similar brush but of a smaller size. I did a few mistakes here, and I know what they are, but let's just enjoy the first wash of this wonderful painting. Look at that. The first wash is just so nice, so demure, so vanilla, just perfect. It's just browns and blues, and I wish I just ended it here. I wish I would have just, and I like that little area there with the white, just leaving white on purpose. I loved it. And here I started drying it. I wish I ended it here, but then I had to go in with this cool purplish tone for shading because I wanted to be cool and I wanted to start shading and I don't know what. And so, look at that. I could have just ended it right there. But in retrospect, look at the bricks. They're gray and orange and red. I could have just done that. But I decided to go in with this purplish, brownish, dark shading. I don't know what I was doing here, honestly. This isn't so bad. I'm highlighting the stairs here. And yeah, just shading the stairs and you know, trying to do something to save to save this. And I think here is where I started, like I kind of got annoyed here. I didn't let the water dry enough, or the water paper dry fast enough, so the water started to bleed, the paint started to bleed, but it's not so bad. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, again, I don't want to critique myself too much. This is quite lovely for, you know, for first time. I think this is the first time I paint stairs and up close um, brick walls. I tried to get the perspective correct here, so I tried to make the bricks look a bit bigger in the foreground and smaller over there in the background, just to also give that illusion of the curvature of the wall as well. So you can see here with the line work, I mean, I really wish I stopped here, but then I had to keep going, and you know, this isn't so bad actually. This is quite nice. It's nice. Oh no, yeah, I went in with more paint, and look at that, it just formed this weird blob, and then I had to add more paint on the walls. I don't know what I was doing here, but genuinely I was enjoying it. And here I am removing the tape, and I decided to just cut it up. I removed the tape here, and I decided to cut the paper to a smaller size and add it to the rest of my sketches. So here are some sketches and watercolor works I wanted to show you from my travels, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.